Well, welcome. Well, today, this is February the 23rd, 2016. We are here in the Auditorium in the Ducati plant in Bologna. We will shortly present, introduce the sports team for the 2016 MotoGP Ducati team. So, this is going to be another exciting MotoGP season. So, once again, thank you so much for being here. Really would like to thank sponsors, partners, some suppliers, and then printed press, journalists, the TV channels, blog sites, websites, and all of those who are listening and to us and watching us, thanks to our webcast. We also have a live streaming connection all over the world in 2 different languages, our Italian and English, live on the Ducati.com. This presentation was made possible thanks to our sponsor, TIM, T-I-M. Now, 14 years ago, we started the Ducati adventure in the MotoGP. So we have enjoyed celebrations, we have suffered, we have once again celebrated. In some cases, we had problems. So it was sort of, a roller coaster ride with plenty of highs and some lows. We've always been the key players, the key protagonists of our adventures. Some of us were here in 2003 when we have started this adventure. I remember a person who was here is the current Ducati Motor Holding Managing Director, Claudio Domenicali. Please join me here on stage. Thank you. Thank you so much, Julian, and good morning, everyone. Once again, a very warm welcome to all of the Ducatistas, all of our fans. So thank you so much for being here with us, virtually or physically. Now, Julian has just introduced, this presentation, which is always filled with emotion. So this is our 14th year. We started racing back in 2003. Now, I guess it's it's a day once again filled with passion and excitement. So it's a pleasure for me to see plenty of friends here with us, together with, many of you following us from your home or your office. Now, the Ducati today is a different company. It's a different Ducati. So the company has changed. It's a very healthy, solid company, and this company has grown. That 2015, so last year, was our record-breaking year with more than 54,000 bikes sold. We have 1,500 employees today, 1,540 people around the world working for Ducati, so a big international company. This means 340 extra employees in the past years. We invest on new products. We believe in technology. This is, one of our key beliefs. And by the way, this is one of the key reasons why we are so filled with passion and we like racing. Now, back in 2015, once again, we managed to get incredible results, very significant commercial results. This is what we did thanks to the Scrambler, a brand new brand, which was such a, satisfactory brand. So this means that Ducati is now, let's say, including, many other customers. The land of joy is the Scrambler's claim. So we really would like to have total peace of mind, total enjoyment when, racing a bike. Once again, this means we can get in touch with new prospects, new customers, new Ducatistas. Once again, we step into 2016 with the same technology and the same willingness to keep growing. We keep getting into new segments. For example, that in 2016, we would like to expand the spirit, the Ducati spirit, into the cruiser world. So X Diavel, a very important product for 2016, because this gives us the opportunity to go to the made in US cruisers together with the Enduro Multistrada. So once again, this means that the presence of Ducati is becoming bigger and bigger because, this was a segment which is a sort of an unprecedented area for us. So once again, new opportunities, and once again, don't forget safety and security. I mean, the Multistrada is an incredible product. In 2015, it was, the best product in terms of bikes, in terms of active safety and security. So we know that, racing a bike gives us so much enjoyment and satisfaction, but safety is fundamental. Airbag, sensors are now installed on board the bike, and this is unprecedented in the world. Together with an incredible control system, we have an ABS system also working when the bike is getting into corners. So once again, this was another milestone that we have reached. So a big expansion in many segments, top attention, top focus on safety and security, but we cannot forget where we come from. This is why racing is so important for us. We want to state, reaffirm once again how sporty and then how strong we want to be here in Ducati. Once again, we cannot forget our sporty spirit. So this launch is so important, especially because we are at the very beginning of the new season. So this is a big effort deployed by the company. We have to thank many partners, Philip Morris, Tim, Shell. I cannot forget Unibat, Real UPS, and many, many new partners. So all together, they're giving us their helping hand. They are here in this room this morning. And without you, we wouldn't be able to make such a big effort in such a complex and difficult championship. Now, shortly, Mr. Dalligne will get us a presentation on details for the 2016 bike. Anyway, let me wrap up this brief introduction by telling you that we absolutely believe in our team. Now, as Julian Thomas said a couple of minutes ago, I mean, we went through extraordinarily positive moments in time, but we also went through some difficulties in our MotoGP track record. Well, I have to say that today, more than ever, we have a solid, strong team in our hands. Gigi Dalligne, and then Dovizioso, Iannone, Michele Pirro. I mean, an incredible tester who, joined the team. The name is Casey Stoner. Now, once again, they represent an incredible asset, a top, extraordinary, unique value in terms of, competence, the skills they have, also in terms of friendship. So what they have is a team spirit, teamwork every single day. This means that we can suffer, but also, enjoy and celebrate together, which is the typical spirit of Ducatistas. This is the spirit of this team, a team that wants to stay together. We like bikes. We are passionate. I mean, we have, our hearts filled with passion for bikes. So we are aware of all of this. So once again, plenty of trust, plenty of confidence for our team. Thank you so much once again for being here in Bologna this morning. Thank you, Claudia. We've prepared, some chairs so we can keep you here on the stage. Now, as you will see in a minute during the unveiling, there's a special setup of the stage this morning here in Bologna, because once again we would like to sort of replicate the racing environment. Okay, let's enjoy some videos from 2015, an incredible season. For 9 times we had our racers on the podium. Just think of Qatar, Argentina, US, Mugello, Silverstone, and I'm sure no one will forget Phillip Island. So here are some pictures and videos from the 2015 season. Enjoy once again. Once again, a big round of applause. Beautiful pictures, a beautiful video, incredible, feelings we felt in 2015 altogether. So, as I said before, with GP 2015 and then GP 2014, back to the podium. So let me introduce the person who made all of this possible. This person has an incredibly difficult task. I mean, bringing Ducati higher and higher. Ladies and gentlemen, General Director Ducati Corse, Gigi Dall'Igna. Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for being here in Bologna. Also, would like to thank all of our Ducatistas following us from the live streaming. Okay, this is going to be the very beginning of my third year leading Ducati Corse, our racing area. 2 incredible years that we have, well experienced together. I'm sure we have offered our Ducatistas and fans incredible emotions. We've been able to improve our bikes month after month. Now, what we had to do this year was a little different, than what we are used to do in the past, because the regulations have been amended. So big changes. So once again, the so-called unique software system, and then the tire supplier that's changed. I mean, versus the previous one that we were used to count on. Now, as for this specific software program, well, I have to say that we are, up and running. We're ready, thanks to an incredible effort that we have deployed together with our satellite teams. With a specific open software platform project, we've been able to grow and, get familiar with this specific software program. So right at the foundation of this system, we have an open software platform that's basically being used by basically every single satellite team. This is what we've done in the past 2 seasons. And again, thanks to what we have done together with our satellite teams, we've been able to, get familiar with this software program. We now have an incredible knowledge, about the key functions and functionalities of this software. So we're ready to implement it in the new championship. Now, back to tires. Well, I think that in that case, we can still improve the current situation. But I also would like to say that, tires, have changed stepwise progressively throughout the year. So tires we tested some weeks ago were different than those we had used until the very last testing session last year. Once again, this means that there will be a sort of a readjustment, new setups of the bikes, because, of course, we have to incorporate all of these changes and regulation amendments. So what I expect, for the first part of the season is a sort of a stepwise progressive improvement of the bike setup system. And once again, we have to get adjusted and to get used to the new tires. Once again, I'd like to say that, by the bike this year, the Desmosedici GP, this is a new development and an evolution of the bike that we have used in the past years. Once again, it's an incredible step forward, and once again, we can really enjoy total peace of mind this year. I mean, last year, at the very beginning of the World Championship, we had, used a bike that basically we hadn't had the time to test. So we were optimistic, of course, but at the same time, we had some little doubts in terms of reliability and performances of the bike. Anyway, everything went very well. So once again, right from the very first, competition, we've been the protagonists of the championship, which is what we have done in many other cases. Now, this year, once again, we have some, we have total peace of mind, as I said before. We know what we're doing. We have used and tested the bike in the 2 official, tests that we have just concluded. Now, in the very first test, we had some little, setup or mechanical setup issues that we have solved in the second test. As I said before, something has to be done in terms of, setup and general improvement of the setup. But I have to say that what we are planning to do is some testing and some improvements before the Qatar racing. I'm sure they will help us improve the bike, and I'm pretty sure we will be able to bridge the small minor gaps that we saw in the Phillip Island testing session. What else? Well, back to the targets and expectations we have for 2016. I need to say that last year we had incredible competitions, incredible, racing events. Well, don't forget Phillip Island, and then the very first, bet that was in Qatar. I mean, we've been able to show the real potential we have. Our bikes have, together with our, racers. In some cases, we had some, delay. In some cases, at the end of every single race. So we cannot be happy with this. So this kind of delay was too big for us and for all the partners who follow us and who support us every single day. So the key target this year will be being protagonists and leaders in every single race around the world. And we would like to fight to get, the head positions, and if possible, we also would like to get some victories. We want to win. As you know, this is important for us, for our brand, for our name, for our Ducatistas, for fans, for the sponsors we have. So once again, we need to win, and of course we will strive to get to this target. Once again, thank you so much for being here in Bologna. Well, thank you for sharing live streaming connection. Thank you so much, Gigi Dall'Igna. Please stay here with us on stage. Okay, let us delve into our presentation now. Time goes by for everyone, for me, for us. Well, I have started my incredible adventure here in Ducati back in 2001. And I remember that back in 2001, I met next to persons I'm going to introduce, Paolo Ciabatti and team manager. Thank you so much. So here we have Paolo Ciabatti and Davide Tardozzi. Yes, you're right. We've been working here in Ducati for many years, so our hair was not gray. Anyway, this is my 4th season since I'm back into Ducati, and this is also the 4th season for our 2 racers, for Dovizioso in the official team, Andrea Iannone, 2 years in the Pramac team. This is the 2nd season into the official team for him. Well, we started in 2013, so almost 3 years ago, when I, joined, the company back with an incredible task. It sounded very difficult. We came from a complicated season. Some people here remember, I'm sure, those seasons, and I'm sure that Dovizioso and Iannone also remember the previous seasons very well. And then in 2013, we tried and understand what to do exactly, how to improve the general situation. That was very complicated, but we know Ducati is an extraordinary, one-of-a-kind, special company. So we were able to find in-house all of the strength and the talents to solve difficult situations. In the month of November, Gigi Dall'Igna joined us. Then Davide was back in January. So we were able to put together an incredible team, having just one objective. Having Ducati back to success. This is what we did. 3 wins in 2013, and then, as you said before, 8 wins last year. And then don't forget, silver medal with Danilo Bertucci in Pramac in Silverstone in incredible and very heavy rain conditions. So what we have to do now is taking up an incredible challenge, as Gigi said 1 minute ago. At last, we want to have Ducati being a winner, a strong winner in MotoGP. It's a difficult objective, an ambitious one. I'm sure we have the right racers. We have a tester. He's great, Michele Pirro. He's often, behind the scenes. He tries incredible new things that Gigi invents every single day. But he's so strong and stubborn, so he wants to give information our engineers need. So in some cases, we try and do something kind of, unexpected, thanks to an incredible idea from Paolo Campinotti last year. So Casey Stoner is back into Ducati, and I think this is an incredible gift for Ducatistas. And by the way, join us in Misano at the beginning of July, from the 1st to the 3rd of July, for the World Ducati Week. Once again, we can count on incredible, top-notch, top-quality tester in Sepang. He's shown he can still, race in an incredible way. Once again, his role will now be different. So Casey's not here today, but he was at Phillip Island last week. He worked with our racers, so he worked, on the track, checking the behavior of our bikes and our competitors' bikes. Once again, he had the opportunity to work with Andrea Dovizioso and Andrea Iannone. He knows very well the Phillip Island racing track. So once again, he was able to give plenty of insights and information to our racers, including Gigi Dall'Igna. I'm sure we will be able to improve competitiveness of Desmosedici GP shortly. Now, here we have the big man. So once again, the lockers man, Davide Tardozzi. We have experienced so many beautiful times together, including some difficulties. Anyway, Davide is, in the box, as we like to say, so he can tell us about the atmosphere after the two tests. We have another test next week in Losail, and then the beginning of the championship, March the 20th. So in Qatar. So we have beautiful memories from Qatar last year. Well, first of all, good morning, everyone. Buongiorno in Italian. So Casey was enthusiastic. I mean, he's so happy he's back into his family. This is what he said, that this is my family. I had to be back. It's a pleasure to be in Bologna. And it was nice to see him working in Sepang as a tester. So he has given, indications and information to Gigi. And he now has a new role, a new function. He's behind the scenes, but it's a very important role. He's an advisor, so he kept, talking and sharing information with our two racers, together with, the whole team. I have to say that Casey, of course, has totally understood the new function he has in his hands, and is now working with Ducati in a different way. In terms of the tests in Sepang and the Phillip Island, I don't think they really mirror our incredible, endless opportunities. I mean, we can do better than this. So racers have worked hard. Gigi brought about plenty of developments. We had some minor, issues that we have solved already. So once again, plenty of novelties, new developments. Once again, in terms of, the pace we have, this is not bad at all. I think that there will be new tests in Qatar. We will also try and improve, lap times. I'm sure we will be the protagonists right from the very first race in Qatar. Thank you, Paolo and Davide. Please take your seat. Okay, we're getting closer and closer to the unveiling of the new livery of the bike. Of course, we've seen the new bike. Now, introducing a bike, I mean, being ready, well, it takes time, not just for the bike, and then we have, all of the contacts with the press, and then pictures, photographs, and shooting, videos. So with the help of our photographer and our team, let's enjoy some backstage work in the past days. So enjoy this beautiful backstage video.
Eccoli qua, i nostri due piloti, un applauso per favore.
So here they are, our two racers, Andrea Dovizioso and Andrea Iannone. Okay, here's your mic. Good morning, everyone. Okay. The A team, I mean the two Andreas team. Okay, so first time we have two Andreas in the team. Anyway, you look different and you are, mentally different. So, okay, let us help me, who's who. Yes, we grew. We had incredible wins. We had to fight. Now, as for the first race, I mean, we were so filled with energy, and until the very end, the very final lap. And then at the end of the season, you improved your performances. You have, let's say, improved this new feeling in the recent tests. Yes, as Gigi said before, I mean, we started being very strong with a totally 100% new bike. So we had no clues on our expectations. So, of course, during the season, we discovered we had some limits or some thresholds together with some constraints. I mean, it's a new bike in such a difficult world championship like MotoGP. So, of course, we had to discover something, along the way. But I'm sure that this year we will be even more competitive. There have been minor adjustments and modifications in the brand new bike this year. This is so important in order to get a leading position. This is my 4th official year in Ducati. I'm sure it will be a fundamental, mission-critical year for many reasons. I think we have laid the foundations and we have all what it takes to be leading races. I mean, tests have been great. Well, maybe last year, we had the best success ever in Qatar. So once again, first 2 tests, let's say, can be improved a little bit. They've been very important, of course, in order to really, understand what's happening now. Regulations have changed. The tires are different. Electronics is also different. So as you said, we had some minor issues at the very first test, so we couldn't really take advantage of all the time available. But then in Australia, we improved the tires. That was objective number 1. And I'm sure in Qatar, we now have the possibility to work on more important points. I'm sure our competitors have already worked on these areas and these points. So I have high expectations from the Qatar testing session. Thank you so much, Andrea Dovizioso. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Andrea Iannone. So you are back from Australia. So I don't think you've seen, all of your friends there, but you've seen plenty of, let's say, brothers and sisters there. Yes, it was incredible to be back there. Last year, it was an absolutely unbelievable race in Australia. So I think it was one of my best races ever, and I'm sure that was one of the best races in the 2015 championship. Now, it's not thanks to me. I mean, it's thanks to all of the support and the help I have from the whole of the Ducati team. So it's a pleasure for me to start again. And once again, it was a very important test for me, and I, also have high expectations for 2016. So what about the new bike we are about to unveil? Well, I think it's, let's say, it's a good bike. Once again, I have high expectations from this bike and from 2016 because I think we went through a very positive year. So 2015 was the year where we made an incredible step forward. And, well, step by step, we are, doing the right thing in the best way possible. Again, I think 2016, it will be a difficult year as well because, in my opinion, we have to, comply with all of our expectations. We have to be up to the task. We have created, these expectations thanks to our results in 2015. When you have, high expectations, it's always difficult. But I think we are a very strong team. We have a very supportive structure behind us with very strong partners and sponsors. So once again, I'm sure we will be succeeding together with the rest of the team. I'm sure we will get to the target. Thank you so much. Big round of applause for the 2 Andreas. So 4th year with you with Ducati. You've spent 2 years with Paolo Campinotti, a person who's sitting right here in the first row. Yes. 2 unbelievable, very positive years. I have learned so many lessons. It was a sort of a school, an educational system that has helped me so much. And again, it was step-by-step approach. Today, I am in the official team, and I'm very happy about this. But of course, without the previous experience, it would have been impossible for me to be here on this stage and in this team today. Thank you so much, Paolo. I really would like to thank that team together with the Ducati team. I have started this adventure in the MotoGP with Ducati, Pramac, and then, it was, and it still is a big family. Very happy about this. Thank you, Andrea. Okay, Andrea Dovizioso. back to you. Of course, so we can say we want to be winners, we want to get the title, but what about the real results that you are expecting, at the end of the year? Well, wait a second. We're here to win. I know that it sounds difficult, when you say this. We know it will be difficult because, of course, we have competitors. We know them very well. They are strong. But once again, we're here to win. We are, a 100% official Ducati team, and this is why we race. Thank you, Andrea Dovizioso. Back to Andrea. Iannone and Andrea Dovizioso. Okay, you can stay here with us on the stage. Some official pictures. Okay, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. This is the reveal, the unveiling of the new livery of Desmosedici GP. As we usually say, in these cases, we need some light, action, and music. Enjoy the unveiling.
Ecco.
Okay, here we go. Here's the bike. I also need the two Andreas, so they can really enjoy the company of this bike. Of course, they will have the incredible task of riding the 2016 GP bike. Let me also introduce Michele Pirro. He tried for the first time the bike in Sepang at the end of January. He's our official tester. Welcome, Michele. Okay, so let me start from Andrea Dovizioso. Andrea, what do you think about this? Okay, yes, you need the mic, right? What about the livery? What about the colors? Well, it was beautiful last year. This is even more beautiful. I'm so happy of the feeling I have with this queen of the track. So from the aesthetics point of view, I'm really so happy. Well, I think that in the Ducati history, there's never been a bad livery. So we improve our product and our beauty year after year. So as usual, we have an extremely beautiful bike. I'm sure it will be, an incredible, machine, if you will, so that we can really win, hopefully, every single race. Now, Michele Pirro, you tried it at the end of January. The delivery was different. It was black, total black. Yes, it was a total black bike. I don't know why, so let's touch wood, if you will. Well, we usually test a black, 100% total black bike for the first check down. But once again, let me tell you, I'm so happy to be here for the 4th year in a row together with you. And we have the wish we usually have. We want to keep developing and improving the bike so that we can win every single race. This is our target, if you will. And then in the past 4 years, we've been improving in general. So as a rider, because I mean I tried, of course, to get the best lap time ever, but also in terms of I mean me as a person. I mean I feel Ducati inside, and together with you, and I feel part of a great family and a big team. You are much more than a tester. You have another role this year in Misano and in Valencia. Yes, the wildcard are useful. Well, first of all, we try something new. We test new products, and I'm sure this is absolutely necessary for everyone because we want to keep competitiveness level as high as possible, which is great when you do testing, because when you keep testing, when you try a bike, this is so positive. I mean, for the development of bikes and of the whole industry, if you will. And I hope I've been able to show this. So once again, in 2016, I will be playing my supportive role, and I will try and beat every single record we had last year. Thank you so much, Michele Pierram. So back to the riders. I mean, 18 races for you. It's going to be a long season, a complicated championship that's about to start. Once again, what do you think? I mean, 18 races. Yes, you're right. I mean, 18, this is a big quantity. Anyway, we're ready. I mean, we're ready for the beginning of the season. We will soon go to Qatar. It's an important test because that racing track is so different, versus the two test tracks. It's new regulations and new tires. Now, last year we had an incredible result there. I'm sure this year we can do exactly the same. We will even be stronger than this. So in the Qatar testing session, we will put ourselves to the test. So once again, 18 races, but you're young and strong. Yes. Anyway, time goes by, but this year we really have to do better than last year. Okay, so you never have to postpone things. So you're right. I mean, 18 races. Well, for the time being, we stay focused on the Qatar testing session. That will be so important. Once again, we have to, define important things for the beginning of the championship. There will be improvements, I'm sure. And again, I'm so deeply involved into this because I look forward to, getting to Qatar. I really would like to sleep a little bit better in the night. I have positive, let's say, dreams and thoughts. So really would like to, put all of this into in practice in Qatar. We are focusing on this, but we also would like to really understand what to do for the best setup ever. We want to get familiar with the new tires. So Qatar will be a very important, testing session, and then I'm sure we will be even better for the first part of the championship. Thank you so much to our riders. We now have the management back on stage. We need 2 engineers on the right, and we have managers on the left. So let's see what Claudio thinks about this duel. What about your, first sight impression? Well, I've seen it. I mean, it was completed, some days ago, and what I really like is this beautiful sticker on the tank. So 1926 to 2016, 90 years. This is a beautiful, a gift for the new livery. It's a technology company, Ducati. We think of the future. We think of, developing new products, but we have a 90-year track record. So, and, having this sticker on the MotoGP bike is an incredible thing. I mean, many people have worked in this company for 90 years. I mean, men and women, and this is what, we have from them. We are so proud here in Italy. Italians are so proud of this piece of, let's say, mechanics and architecture. Once again, it's a sport we like so much. It's beautiful, it's filled with passion, but it's so difficult at the same time. Gigi, just a couple of quick words on your key product. Well, the product, as you say, is beautiful graphics. It goes by. It goes without saying. I mean, we will fall in love with this bike. Okay, this year we have some more colors, okay, and I guess that this is part of the bike. There was a little bit, some more black last year. Yes, you're right, some colors, and it's beautiful. I mean, they really stand out. And the look is totally different, and especially totally different versus the all of the other bikes, which is a great thing. And then we decided to remove the number, so the name is Desmosedici, so the Desmosedici GP. And the reason for this? Well, I think it's a commercial reason. There's no technical reason behind this decision. Well, I think it's what is important for us is the satellite teams that we have all around us. And, well, just wanted to get to the same level of our competitors. I mean, competitors don't have a specific name for the bike with the manufacturing year or the design year. They have a specific, name, which is always the same year after year. This helps the sponsors of the satellite teams to, enjoy, sponsoring, one team instead of another one. And this also helps riders to have less, stereotypes or commonplaces when it comes to choose the right bike. We've been able to show the world that riders can really get incredible results, even if you have some bikes coming from the previous years, which is very important in terms of, continuity and seamless effort. Okay, thank you so much. Really would like to thank all of the protagonists, including the bike. Okay, time to wrap up. Once again, thank you so much for being here with us this morning in Bologna. Really would like to thank the people who made this event possible, together with those who have created Desmosedici GP. Also would like to thank our sponsors, partners, and media here in the Ducati Auditorium, and all of you from around the world. Do not forget about the 9th World Ducati Week, WDW, in Misano, Italy, at the beginning of July. So we will also celebrate together the first 90 years of Ducati from the 1st to the 3rd of July. But we'll also show you the new developments 2016 that we have introduced for the first time at the EICMA show. Okay, that's it with our live streaming. I hope you have enjoyed this presentation. We'll see you in a week, and then, of course, everyone will be ready for the beginning of the next season. Thank you so much. Bye-bye from Bologna, Italy.